What's going on, Show Nation? It's Movie with Movie Gaming TV, and in today's video, we're going to take the first look at online co-op gameplay in MLB The Show 22. So you can play online gameplay with regular teams or your Diamond Dynasty teams. Here's what it's going to look like to a certain extent of when you invite friends. You're going to be in this kind of a lobby. You're going to be able to send these invites like that. Then you're going to select the team. You're going to select a stadium. One thing to note as well is they said that the geolocation for Ship It Stadium has changed. It was Denver in the past with a super high altitude. So one of the first big breaking things is that the elevation for Ship It Stadium, the way that they were making it sound, it's been decreased. So if you didn't like Ship It Stadium in the past, with the elevation, it's going to be reduced when people select it in MLB The Show 22. Now, once you get into the actual gameplay itself, you basically have a captain and then the two other people that you are going to be playing with. If it is 3v3, the captain is going to do all of the warming up of pitchers. The captain is going to do all the lineup adjustments, but here's basically how it works. So for one inning, a player does all the pitching while somebody plays in the infield and somebody plays in the outfield. I believe that the pitcher controls the catcher as well. So something you got to note also is if there's a ground ball to first base and you're the pitcher, you need to run over to first base to cover the bags. There's going to be a lot of animations that the computer used to control that you're going to control now. So that's just something to keep in mind as you play this mode. And then every inning it switches. So if you're pitching one inning, next inning you're going to move, I believe, to the outfield. The infield moves to the pitcher and the outfield moves to the infielder. So you're going to play a variety of positions on defense so that the game really doesn't get stale. You're not going to be able to do one thing the entire way. Now, when you're hitting, it's going to go 1, 2, 3, I believe. So if you are hitting and you get on base, then you're going to control the base runner. And the next person in line is going to be hitting, and up in the top left, it's going to say, hey, you're on base, you're up to bat. You can also, as you see in that video, you can like share emojis. You can talk via a PlayStation party. You can also use those emojis in that chat if you want to communicate without using a mic. So you should stay pretty occupied within this experience. You're going to be pitching some, you're going to be playing in the infield, you're going to be playing in the outfield, you're going to be hitting, you're going to be base running, and you're going to have a real immersive experience with your teammates. All right, so we took a look at what it looks like when you play just regular teams. Let's take a look at what co-op Diamond Dynasty looks like. So if you play 2v2, you're each going to bring in 6 cards. You're gonna bring in a couple position players, one starting pitcher, a couple relief pitchers. So you're gonna bring in 12 cards, and then the rest of the team is gonna get auto-populated. If you play 3v3, everyone selects 4 cards to bring into the squad. You can see right here as well our first look at the diamond card art in MLB The Show 22. You can see Byron Buxton and Josh Hader there. That's what the diamond card art is going to look like in MLB The Show 22. Another cool thing to note is you're going to be able to share parallel card progress with your teammates. So if one of your teammates has a higher parallel version of the card, the way it's supposed to work right now is that higher parallel version will be the card that gets selected for your team. So if I had Byron Buxton parallel 3, my friend only had him parallel 1, we would get the parallel 3 Byron Buxton. At least that's how it's supposed to work, I believe, right now. The captain is going to set the lineup that they have, and there's an interesting thing when it comes to selecting the pitcher. You can see that it goes like randomly from the 2 pitchers that you put in there, and then they kind of select one at random. So I don't know why they really added that, but it is part of this. Now, if you are playing 2v2, basically what's going to happen is you're going to control the pitcher and the catcher for one inning, and then the other person is going to control the infield and the outfield. So in 3v3, you have outfield, infield, pitcher. They all rotate every single inning. In 2v2, it's just outfield, infield, and pitcher, catcher that rotate. And one other thing that needs to be noted about this as well is they answered the question about reward pass. So I put out a tweet yesterday, 2 things that they really really need, in my opinion, are a ranking system that we have when we play like ranked seasons, where you have like a rating and it goes up, and having leaderboards for that would be fantastic for this mode. And also like a 12-0 mode for like BR, where you play like 3 innings, I think would be awesome as well. But what they said that they were going to do is, at first, there's not going to be any rewards for co-op. They want to test out the mode. They have plans to do that later on in the life cycle of the game. I'd also like to see this go towards events too, like you would do some co-op events. I think that would be awesome as well. Now, if they wait too long, I think 3 weeks to a month at the maximum should be how long they wait before they start implementing a leaderboard system, a reward path, the 12-0 mode, and the potential for events. And I'm going to tell you why. I think that's a good enough time for the testing. I understand that you want to test it, but you need to have rewards tied to this mode. And the reason that you do need to have rewards tied to this mode is that's going to incentivize a lot more people to pick up and play this mode and take it a lot more seriously. You don't want to be entering into games where the other person is just messing around the entire time and kind of horsing around. It would be better if there were rewards to go after, I believe, sooner rather than later. I understand that there's going to be a bit of a test period, but I would like to see the leaderboard, all those systems I just laid out, be in the game as soon as possible, because that will drive more players to want to play this and want to play it with a bit of sincerity. So I'm really looking forward to playing the mode itself in that interim period, trying it out, testing it out, but I would love to have those rewards as quick as possible. Bring us those rewards. We want those rewards. Anyways, this is the first look at some gameplay for MLB The Show 22 co-op. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. There are 2 other videos that I released today on the channel. One of them will show you how to use the new PCI anchor. Be sure to check that out. It's on the screen now. And another one, if you have not installed the tech test, I have a guide in 30 seconds of how to do it. Anyways, thank you so much for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, peace out.